Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. By the video title, this video is about Week 18 NFL game picks. This is the last one for the regular season. I'll be doing one for the playoffs, but yeah. So we're doing great. And it's like the season's about the it kind of went by fast. In my opinion, the season went kind of fast. And I love football and basketball. Football, basketball, and wrestling. If you want to see me talk about wrestling, go to my second channel. It's a co-owned channel called New Genesis. I'll put the link down below in the comment section and description. Go to that channel. Talk about wrestling on there, wrestling reviews by different, like AEW, New Japan, WWE, etc. And then also I do a segment every Friday called Stories of Horror. We talk about different conspiracy theories and all different type of horror, like historian horror stuff and like paranormal stuff and like different storytelling stuff, Reddit stories, and just a lot of different like creepy stuff like that. If you like that type of stuff, you can go to that channel, subscribe, and go watch it, and I hope you enjoy. But today, NFL Week 18 game picks. This is the last regular season week, and we're going to see how things play out. First thing first, we have the Cardinals versus the 49ers. Cardinals and 49ers will go at it. In my opinion, of course, the Cardinals have been a team that kind of underachieved. Because last year, the Cardinals made the playoffs. Made the playoffs last year, and people thought this year, okay, they don't pay Kyler Murray this big money. Should they pay him this big money, or should they wait later down the line to pay him this big money like that to see like he's the actual guy? But like Kyler Murray, this year the injuries caught up to him, and play style wasn't the best. DeAndre Hopkins came back and he was balling. Of course, he always ball. He's a legend. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. But it's just like the Cardinals never lived to the potential that they once had last year with James Conner scoring a touchdown. Injuries caught up to him. When he was in Pittsburgh, he was a good player. Just the injuries can never keep him on the field. So that's why the Steelers decided to kind of shy away from him like that. He's a back who you can have out there, maybe like a limited like spots and stuff, because you have him out there full time. I don't think he's a guy who can take all those touches because of the injury history he has. But Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury, all those guys, they got to do some rebuilding, a little bit of rebuilding. It's gonna be kind of tough because you pay Kyler Murray a lot of money, big time money, so it's gonna be very difficult to try to rebuild. I think DeAndre Hopkins got a potential out on this contract or something can happen, but they got a lot of things to worry about in the off seasons. Maybe they can try to finish it off on a good note, but they play against the 49ers, a team who's looking to maintain their spot or maybe looking to move up or something. So I think the 49ers are going to win this game. Steelers and Browns. I got the Steelers win this game. And if I wasn't a Steelers fan, I still had the Steelers win this game. The Steelers have been playing amazing football the past 2 weeks. You might look at the scoreboard and be like, amazing? What amazing is? You might look at the scoreboard and say that. But if you watch the games, the defense been lights out. Defense been lights out since the bye week, really. But defense has been lights out. Lights out. They've been going out there and shutting teams down, going out there and showing you why they're the highest paid defense. And since the bye week, I think the stat was they only allowing 16 points per game, 17 points per game, like around that range. And our team, I know we have time struggling to put some points up, but our team has scored when it mattered most and went out there and made plays when it mattered most. And it's amazing to see. Another thing is also amazing to see is Najee Harris. Remember at the beginning of the season, the Liz Frank injury he had to his foot, on the metal plate in his foot. He found a way to overcome that. And since the bye week, he's top 5 in almost every category. He's number 1 in broken tackles, and his yardage has shot up. I think he's tied with 5 in yardage, tied at fourth or 5th in yards per carry. So he kind of like improved drastically over this, and he only 54 yards away from 1,000. I know people will say, well, it's a lot of games in the season, 1,000 yards is not the standard, but hey, getting 1,000 yards is always good. And you can never hurt. You can never look bad getting 1,000 yards. But Najee Harris is out there balling and playing for us, and hopefully can end off on a great note and win against the Browns and maybe have a chance, if everything else falls in place, to get in the playoffs. Ravens versus Bengals. I got the Bengals winning that one. Vikings and Bears. I have the Vikings winning that game. Cowboys and Commanders. Oh, actually, and another thing too. On the Bears, that draft pick that the Steelers traded, they traded Claypool for the second round pick. The second round pick gonna be very nice. It's gonna be very nice. It's gonna be like a 30. It's gonna be like a 34th pick. I think it's gonna be like basically like a late first round pick. Almost like that's how it's gonna be a very nice pick. And it's turning out to be very nice as well. Okay, then we have the Cowboys versus Commanders. Got the Cowboys winning that one. The Commanders, they messed themselves up. Remember I told you guys last week, I said I wouldn't go with Carson Wentz. I said I would stay with Taylor Heinicke. Carson Wentz, yes, he might be more talented than Taylor Heinicke, but Taylor Heinicke, sometimes the more talented guy might not be the better player. Sometimes we see like a lot of guys who've been talented, like, oh, they're the most talented player we ever seen, and then they're not the better person to perform in pressure. Taylor Heinicke has shown you multiple times. He let you to playoffs one year, almost won a playoff game for you, and he has showed you this season how to keeping you close in games and winning some games as well. Taylor Heineke should have been the one playing last week, and that would have probably gave him a chance. They probably would have won if Taylor Heineke was in the game, in my opinion, because he has that gutsiness with him. The team just love that ability for him just to go out there and just like throw caution to the wind, just go out there and just play. And yeah, Carson Wentz is too inconsistent for me to trust him to start my playoff season on the line. Too inconsistent, and he hasn't been the same ever since that injury. So Commanders made a mistake in starting Carson Wentz with that one. They had to live with that one, but they eliminated from the playoff contention. So the thing is supposed to start Sam Howell, the rookie quarterback. We'll see how he look. If he got some bright spots, maybe they can roll with him next year. But most likely, they probably drafting a quarterback or looking to get a guy. Maybe if Derek Carr is a guy available, maybe you go after him. Bring Kirk Cousins back. I don't know. Get somebody who because the defense they got, the defense can play well and they have the run game. It's just like the quarterback play too inconsistent. Taylor Heineke is a guy who go out there and can give you some good games here and there. But if they want like a full-time starter, a full-time guy, then you go out there and maybe trade or go out there and trade up in the draft to draft somebody. Lions and Packers. I got the Lions winning this one. I know the Packers have came back and they get an opportunity. It's gonna be a very good game. I think the game gonna go to overtime. It's gonna be an overtime. I think the Lions gonna get a spectacular win in overtime. It's gonna be a very dramatic finish, and Lions get their first playoff appearance in a while. That'd be cool. Patriots Bills. I got the Bills winning that game. Rams Seahawks. I got the Seahawks winning that game. I believe the Seahawks win. The Seahawks needs people to lose. They all tie up. It's like some weird because of the way the seeding is like that. So we'll see how things shape out. But the Bucks and the Falcons play. The Buccaneers clinched his playoff spot last week after they beat the Panthers. I picked the Panthers to win that game. Buccaneers came back on the Panthers and got the victory. A comeback win late in the game. Mike Evans with 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was just running like fades the whole game. He just double move at the outside. He just running past everybody, just going like that. I was like, oh dang! They just throwing the ball up. You see another one. Brady just throwing the ball up and just getting past everybody. And Mike Evans made some big time plays in that game. Okay, I got the Bucks winning against the Falcons. Jets and Dolphins. I got the Jets winning that game. Dolphins quarterback situation and team has not been playing well. They lost 5 or 6 straight. So I got the Jets winning that one. Chiefs Raiders. I got the Chiefs winning that. Giants Eagles. Got the Eagles winning that. Panthers Saints. I got the Panthers winning that game. Chargers Broncos. Chargers to win that one. Chargers in the playoffs for the first time in I think since Phillip Rivers was there actually. So it should be good to see them in the playoffs and see what they can do. And then Titans and Jags. I have the Jaguars winning that one. That one's gonna be a very good game. I believe they're probably gonna start Joshua Dobbs because Josh Dobbs didn't look bad. He actually looked pretty good, looked pretty solid in that game for a guy who coming off, the guy who they didn't know he was gonna start. He had 8 days to prepare. He looked pretty good for a guy like that. Came out there and Josh Dobbs, a former Steeler. We see him. He only threw like 2 passes with the Steelers actually. Then that one pass he threw against the Raiders game, he threw a couple passes, and then another pass. He got some handoff runs in that one game. But Josh Dobbs, I think with Derrick Henry plays, I think he's going to play. They're kind of resting some players, but Derrick Henry playing and Josh Dobbs there. Josh Dobbs can go out there and be solid like he did last week against the Cowboys defense, do against the Jaguars defense. With Derrick Henry running, and you have a relief too because you have Derrick Henry run the ball. You can run the ball more, and that'll probably help them out a lot, and that'll probably make the game very competitive. And I believe the Jaguars will still win this game, though. Trevor Lawrence has been playing very good football. He has shown you why he was the first round draft, that first pick, and why he's probably one of the highest scouted draft picks since Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning and stuff. We're going to see Trevor Lawrence go out there and ball out. That should be a very good game. And I believe the last game is Texans and Colts. And that game don't really matter. I think the Texans will win that one. But Titans and Jaguars, that's going to be the game of the week to be watching. So if you want to watch the game, you don't know what game to watch that Titans and Jaguars game. That right there going to be game of the week. You win, you're in. You win, you're in. Now, one of them lose, they need a lot of stuff to happen. They need a lot of teams to lose to get in there like that. But if you win, you in. You control your own narrative. You just got to go out there and win the game. And who's going to go out to win? We'll see this, this week. Now, they tie the game. I think the Jaguars will keep the spot. So you don't want to tie. So you got to go out there and go get the win. But I think the Jaguars are going to win this game. Travis Etienne, you said that big-time run he had last week was crazy. So if you guys want to watch the game, watch that game. That's all I got for this video, guys. Leave a like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, actually, for the Steelers game preview. If you're a Steelers fan, you're watching stuff like that. I'll see you tomorrow for the game preview of that. And then